All right, joining us on the phone right now, Stockton men's basketball all-time leading scorer is now DJ Campbell, and he joins us right now here on Game Night on 97.3 ESPN. DJ, welcome in. How you doing today?
How you doing? How are you? I'm good.
DJ, I want to know from you, just to start, for someone like yourself, when you look around and you hear people now refer to you as all-time leading scorer at Stockton, what does that mean to you?
It's a real feeling. Like, it still don't feel real to me that I accomplished such a milestone. Still trying to grasp that feeling and understand like how it happened, but it's a crazy feeling just walking around campus, just knowing everyone is in tune with it and talking about it and telling me that I'm the all-time leading scorer. So it's actually a crazy feeling.
And, you're still in the middle of the season. It's not like the year is over. So you got, basketball still on your mind. And, on a national level, a lot of our audience saw what Caitlin Clark did at Iowa last night, where she's now the women's all-time leading scorer in the NCAA. So her and you have a similar situation where you both have these amazing accomplishments, but now your mind is probably saying, all right, back to basketball, right?
Yeah. So, I was in tune with Caitlin Clark, the record-breaking three-point. We kind of did it in the same fashion. It was a really deep three. We both shoot the ball really good at a high level, so it was kind of cool to be able to break my all-time school record the same day she breaks the NCAA women's basketball all-time scoring record. So it's kind of crazy.
It absolutely is wild. DJ, when you think about your journey, because I was telling the audience before you came on, you are someone who has had this amazing journey from Jamaica to New Jersey. And for you, when you look at how far you have come in your life, do you sometimes have to pinch yourself?
Yeah. I was just talking to my mom, and I was just telling her, like, oh, how crazy it is, like, from when we were younger, not knowing anything about basketball, not knowing anything about the sport, and being all about playing soccer and just coming into a new country, a new system, a new environment, and just picking up a sport that I just love and wanted to play every day, and just seeing how it turned out over these years. So, yeah, I kind of had that moment today just where I was just sitting in my dorm just thinking about it, like, wow, like I really came this far. So,
DJ, you mentioned about how, it was originally soccer. So for you, tell the audience for a moment about, how you made that transition, because in Jamaica, soccer is a big deal. But then you come to America, you come to New Jersey, and then one day you pick up a basketball. And, from what I understand, it was a casual thing. You weren't actually thinking that you were going to be playing basketball in high school, right?
Yeah. So it started, in Jamaica, I was playing soccer. I played since I was like 4. I asked my brother because he was the one who I followed his footsteps. So he was kind of breaking down the story, me telling me how I started playing soccer because he was really good at it. And I told him, like, growing up watching him play soccer, like, he was like my Michael Jordan. Like, I wanted to do everything he do. So just watching him play soccer every day. And, like, last week he told me, like, how I will follow him to the field and I wanted to do what he do. And then when I would, like, make a move on him, like, I would be so happy. I would be jumping around like I was a little kid. And then the day before I left Jamaica, I was just sitting in the room talking to him, like, what am I going to do? Like, all I know is play soccer, and I want to go out there and blow my opportunity to play soccer. So when I came to America, I met a group of friends in Violin, and I just went to the middle school. We stayed after the middle school and played basketball. And it was like, bro, you're really good. And I'm just like, am I? And I was just like, it's crazy. So Violin High School had a camp, and went to the camp, and wasn't sure if I wanted to go to the camp because obviously it's high school basketball, like it's a whole nother level. Like I'm in middle school and my friends would tell me I'm good, but I know it's a bigger world out there. So I went to the camp anyway, and then I ended up winning a couple. Like the camp had a couple contests. So I made a free throw contest, and the varsity coach asked me to come out for the team. So I'm just like, I went home and told my dad, like, Dad, they told me to come to the varsity team. I don't know what varsity was because, like I said, I was still new to like the whole entire system, like varsity, junior varsity. So, and my dad never went to high school in America, so I was confused about the whole thing. So, I said, okay, I'll come out. So then the first game I didn't play as much. I was just watching the game, and I just loved everything about it, like how you run up and down, you make a basket, get back on defense. I just like the competition in basketball. So I just like was watching it, loved it, and then after the game, I went straight to the park. Like, walked to the park, told my dad I'm going to the park, and I just practiced for hours and hours and hours. And that year, I ended up not playing because of my grades, because I spent so much time focusing on basketball. Like, school wasn't a factor for me. I just wanted to play basketball. And then my junior year came, and then that was the year where I just broke out, and I just all the hours I put in from my freshman and sophomore year, from just going to the park after watching that one game. And then that was it after that.
We're talking with DJ Campbell. He is the all-time leading scorer now at Stockton University, joining us here on Game Night on 97.3 ESPN. DJ, you talked about how you enjoyed the game. You know, a lot of people refer to, and it's obviously unfair to some extent, you know, people refer to soccer as, you know, it's not very high scoring. There's not a lot of action going on. So, you know, for you as someone who played both sports, you know, obviously basketball has got a lot more going on than soccer. And it sounds like to me that appealed to you.
Not in a sense, because the same way I enjoyed basketball, the same way I enjoyed soccer. But the reason why I stopped playing soccer, because I had to move, and I had to find like another, in the neighborhood I had moved in, guys wasn't going to the soccer field playing soccer. Mm-hmm. And I wasn't old enough to be able to go to the field and play. So I had to like get in basically where I fit in. So they had a basketball hoop, and I didn't know how to play. And that's how it kind of like got into my head, like maybe I got to play basketball or something, like just to like get involved in the sports, back into sports. Like I've always been athletic, but never really tried any other sport than soccer. And then once I moved to Vineland, I actually got into basketball. So I'll say I would have been better at soccer because I was naturally good. And then when you mix like being naturally good at something, and then on top of hard work, then you get a lot of good results. In basketball, I feel like I had to work harder at being better at this soccer, because soccer is more natural to me.
Now, you mentioned Vineland, so I got to ask you, Vineland for high school, right? So you went to the same high school as Isaiah Pacheco, who just won another Super Bowl. You know, what is that like for you, is saying, you know, hey, I went to the same high school as that guy?
It's kind of crazy because, like I said, it started now. I was trying to play, trying to get involved in different sports, and one of the sports was football I was trying to get into, and I was trying to get my physical. And the first guy I seen when I walked in was Isaiah. And he just shook my hands like, how you doing? I was just telling him like where I came from and stuff like that. He was just like, same way how you see him on TV, just high energy guy. He's a nice person. Like he greeted me. So I was trying to play football, but that didn't work out. And then he ended up playing basketball. So he played my freshman year and my sophomore year. He was just the same guy he is on TV, just high energy, dancing, involved with the crowd, like. That's just somebody you want to be around. So it's kind of cool seeing him on TV. Like I tell people at school, like it's just crazy to see him on TV. So
that's awesome. That's awesome when you tell that story. A couple more for you, DJ, before I let you go. You are a criminal justice major at Stockton, correct?
Yeah.
So what is you think the game plan is for you? You know, whenever basketball is done, whenever this is all, what do you want to do with that major?
Hopefully, like, get involved with, like, kids that's come from tough backgrounds. They don't got to be in, like, corrections or the law. Just helping out people, just showing them there's a way out if they're battling with, like, family issues, or just overall just dealing with people that come from a background, whether it's that mentoring or just whatever I can do to help people.
That's awesome. I want to know from you, because you were Jamaica to North Jersey to South Jersey. So for you, where does like South Jersey stack up to all the places that you've been and lived? Because, you know, for a lot of people down here, you know, there's a lot of people who have lived in South Jersey, never been to Jamaica. They don't know what that's like. But you can sit there and be like, hey man, listen, you guys think the South Jersey beach is great, but let me tell you about Jamaica. I'm sure that's a conversation that comes up.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the beaches out there is one of one. I could say, like, I've never really been to a South Jersey beach, so I honestly don't know, to be honest. But I'm a huge fan at the beaches out in Jamaica. Like, when I was younger, I would always go with my mom and my family. When I go back from time to time, I go there. That's the first place I want to go to. So, yeah, South Jersey's, it's up there. It's up there. Maybe top 3.
Yeah, but see, it's hard for you to say that because now I just found out that you haven't even been to a South Jersey beach, which means your friends are doing you a disservice, man. Like, your friends got to at least be like, hey, man, why don't we go to a South Jersey beach sometimes? You're telling me none of your friends they're not looking out for you, man. Come on.
I mean, they tried. I tried maybe like for like prom weekend or something, or just like a regular day in the summertime. But I haven't really been the type to like go to a beach in South Jersey. So like maybe like Wildwood, I'll try this summer. I don't know.
Well, listen, the next time whenever you do get to a South Jersey beach, I want the full perspective because obviously nothing will be as good as Jamaica. I mean, it's Jamaica for goodness sake. It's your where you're originally from too. But I'm sure that you can sit there and give us a little bit of analysis. So that's not to give you homework, but that's your assignment for the summer. Okay.
Got you.
All right, DJ Campbell has joined us here again from Jamaica to New Jersey to becoming Stockton's all-time leading scorer for men's basketball. DJ, appreciate you calling in. Keep up the hard work, and best luck with the rest of the season.
No problem. Thank you for having me.